All right. Welcome back, my regular viewers, listeners, and watchers. And of course, if you happen to be here for the very first time, welcome. Before I go any further, my name is Rahul George, India's premier eye hypnosis life healer coach and your personal guide. So today's theme is going to be a little different. And, you know, even as you're doing this kind of work, something to really consider that when you began on this journey, when maybe your journey as a healer, as a coach began maybe a couple of months ago, maybe a couple of years ago, or maybe as some of you might be like me on this journey for decades. um, do you remember what convinced you that this was the path that you had to walk on? This is something that I am reminded of from time to time, over these last 20 plus years of, what was it that got me, um, what got my attention? And then, of course, what got me to a point of being so convinced. Um, and, for that conviction to just go up literally year on year on year. And so that's my question to you, especially as a healer coach. What is it that, you know, what, what is it that feeds your conviction? Because in the early phase of what you're doing, maybe you do see success, and that is obviously a blessing, or maybe you are not able to see success and you see it in fleeting moments, like, literally shimmering light on shards of broken glass, shall we say, meaning that, of course, you have those moments where it looks like, oh my God, this is how it's going to be. And then, of course, it's not. And then again it is, and then it's not. And so maybe if you've had that kind of an experience, my question to you, of course, is, how do you feed, how do you fuel that conviction to stay the course and to, to do it no matter what, no matter what. So, or in spite of all of what's happening around you. And so for me, of course, I can definitely say I've got kind of like the inside track in that I've done this long enough to know what it feels like to have the idea, then to lose the idea, and have the idea and lose the idea over and over again. But only with all of this, building that ability to you know to get really strong in my conviction about what I believe in. And of course, when you get to do this work with more people, you get to see the results in their lives. It reminds you that you're exactly where you're meant to be, and that there are forces, there are people, there are resources bigger than you that you haven't even yet come across that are rooting for you, and that you will succeed no matter what. So, what I can say, of course, is that if you've been um, struggling, if you've been juggling, if you've been wondering, like, will this ever come to fruition? Will you ever get to be successful in this path that you've chosen as a healer, as a coach, as a healer coach like me? I just want to tell you that just keep showing up, and you will definitely succeed in the end. And to make this journey successful, it's not just you. There will be much, much um, more divine, more higher powers at play that will keep you safe on this path, whether it be your family, whether it be your friends, whether it be complete strangers. And all of these, of course, are um, they are symbolic of something much bigger, that force that is in your life, whether you call that God, whether you call that your source of belief, you call it the universe, whatever you connect to. The important thing is that just remember that you're not the only one on this path, that there are many that are keeping you held high and keeping you on this path so that you get to live your destiny. So wishing you, of course, as always, the very best. And if there's any way in which I can help you, please do reach out and let me know. And lastly, of course, before I go, just a quick reminder. I not only do these daily pods, but I also do two sessions every week. This is on Monday and Friday. This is, of course, our complimentary membership where you can get to meet me live. And also, you can meet the members of our community. And all of this happens live, of course, every Monday and Friday between 6 and 7 p.m. Indian Standard Time. And apart from this, of course, as I always like to say, uh, those who pay attention. So we do have our paid programs as well. And these are four tracks. One is, of course, the foundation track. This is a foundation program that happens every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. And we also have a repeat. When I say repeat, we have a second batch on Friday, Saturday, Sunday between 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. And this is one way for you to start to really do your inner work. And this is a live session. Of course, we focus on three very, very important topics. One of them is your soul identity. The second, of course, is your toxic habits. And most importantly, of course, your money breakthroughs. So these are things, if these are topics that you've come across, maybe you've been struggling with it, this is that space where you can come and work on it. And of course, once you've done our 3-day process, if you want to go deeper, we do have the advanced program. This is a 3-month membership. Same timing, it continues on. It's a renewable membership, and it continues on for 3 months. And if you want to learn the skills so that you can apply it in your own business, you can apply it with your loved ones as well. This is, of course, something that you can learn in the mastery program, and this is a 90-day process. So these are ways in which you can, really go deeper and, of course, fuel that conviction that you have. And lastly, if you're looking to be mentored or you're looking for personal coaching, I do have a couple of seats that open up from time to time, and you can definitely reach out and ask for more details. And as always, remember to live with purpose. God bless. And of course, I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.